It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go! Hey, exit! Hey, hold it!
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Presley Harvin now. Taken in at the 22. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it down to the 28.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught by Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Opposite.
Robinson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Come on, set.
They'll try and run the option. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can deal with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's got some space here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 21-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got an open man, it's Pickens. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Williams brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Robinson up the middle. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Robinson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Matthews has it right side. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 36 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, These are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw again on second down. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. 6 yards left on second down. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got room. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Jones on third down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Robinson on a give. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw is Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, It may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Slot man moves right. Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.